Hey everyone. So, not every day is a good day. And today is today is one of those it's okay not to be okay days. Um, I just feel down and crummy, and I understand completely why. Um, Today, would have been a little boy's 4th birthday, and, who died tragically a few months ago. And this tragedy impacts people close to me whom I love as well. So it's one of those things that had I not even known these people or been connected, it would have saddened me. So today is just one of those days where I get pulled out of my thoughts and into thoughts about, this has happened, and this little boy is not celebrating his 4th birthday today. And that's just that. It is. There's no way to say any other thing about it. That being said, I have a really good view about, or personal belief about, death, and I think I adapted a lot of it from Sylvia Browne, so if anybody's ever interested, a lot of my ideas about the universe comes from concepts that she gave me, and I made them to be what I wanted them to be, which she totally gives you freedom from the very beginning, which was why I kept reading her books. So anyways, I do believe that we all have a purpose here, and we have goals or things we want to accomplish or overcome. And I also believe that heaven, or where we come from, whatever you want to call it, our spiritual being, because I believe in a spiritual being. I believe in energy. I believe in just that kind of thing, those kind of things. Anyways, coming back from a tangent. So what I was talking about was that I believe that we have some control, and I believe that we come here to learn how to overcome negativity, because where we come from, there is no negativity. Where our spiritual being comes from. And you can't really understand sweet, like what the taste of sweet is, if you don't understand sour, right? So I believe that our spiritual beings come here, spiritual selves come here in order to learn to overcome things and negativity. And I also believe that with that we come with some kind of a plan, and that plan includes some exit points. And I think exit points are kind of, if you're interested in learning more about it, anyways, Sylvia Browne talks about exit points, and that's what I believe. But to sum it up, I believe over our lifetime we chart some events with flexibility about how severe the event's going to be. That could also work into exit points. Lost my thought for a second there. But I guess if I was to give an example, I would say, like, have you ever come across an accident that you might have been a part of had you not ran back in the house for your cell phone that morning, which was starting to make you a little bit late, and therefore, because you were late, you may have been at the intersection at the time of that accident. I think sometimes things like that are some of our exit point options in life. Anyways, long story short, I'm sad today because I'm grieving a loss. And I'm grieving the loss of a young person, and I'm grieving the loss of a young person that who died tragically. So it's sad. And because today would have been his birthday, I'm more reminded, I'm more drawn into my thoughts and, you know, taken away and, you know, and thinking about, you know, things that are sad. And it's okay, because this is how we process. This is how we deal with, right? We don't cover up. We don't stuff it. It's taken me 19 years of counseling to learn that the best method is to let it out and find a person or places or things, people. And if it's not people, because there's no one you can trust, you know, find a tree, find something. Let it out to something greater than yourself. And that's how we deal, because my feelings are absolutely rational and natural. Like 100% feeling down today, given the circumstances, is exactly how I should feel. So there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, nobody chooses to, but it's part of learning to overcome the negativity. I have to learn how to manage and process and work through the grief, as does anybody who's experiencing grief in any way, shape, or form. I may have moments tomorrow or the next day where I might be angry about the situation. Probably not. I let go of anger a long time ago. Anger only hurts me. I know anger only hurts me. Doesn't mean I don't feel it. Doesn't mean I don't feel it. But when I do, I experience it. That's the key. So, before I continue to ramble on for another 3 minutes about nothing, I'm going to just sum this up and say it's okay not to be okay. And when you're not okay, you have to find an outlet. And you have to let it out. Because just making this video makes me feel better. And prior to making this video, I Snapchatted my 3 best girlfriends in the entire world. And was able to share how I was feeling today with them, openly and honestly, as I'm doing with you all now in this video. But they were the first people. I have that outlet. I make those connections available. I continue to see a counselor when I'm working on pieces. It's healthy. It's the proper way to process and move through your things, because there's yuck in the world, and we have to experience the yuck, and we have to move through it. And most of that moving through is processing. So shutting down and numbing isn't the thing to do, right? Because it will just sit there and it will eat at you until you learn, and until you've dealt with it, until you've processed and moved through it. And it takes time, especially grief. Grief takes a long time, I think. I think there's many layers. But what I do know is, as with the has been the experience with my recovery journey from the trauma, every time I unpeel a layer, life is better. I just choose not to see that there's another layer underneath until it pops up, and then I check back in and work on that piece. So yeah, you just keep working. You just keep being the best that you can be, and finding tools that work for you. I'm sharing mine with you, and I'm sharing my openness and my honesty with you about where I am and how I'm feeling, because I want people to know that there's good and bad, and feelings are natural, and you have to move through them, you have to process them, and it's okay to feel them. It's okay to feel the bad ones, right? Anyways, as always, thanks for watching.